Hi, my beautiful people. Welcome to our today's show where we get a chance to interact with our lady Millie. And in this show, we get to understand the lady that everyone is asking about. We get to ask her some few questions and learn more about her. So today, welcome guys, and I welcome my guest for today, Millie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, tell us more about Millie. Who's Millie?
Yeah, hello, good people, and here is this Millie that has been called. And I want to thank God. I want to appreciate this moment. I want to appreciate this time for God's provision and God's care, God's protection that we are here today. And I'm happy and I appreciate that I've been given a chance to give and to tell my good people about myself. So my good name is Millie Kihiu of Millie Kihiu Beautiful Life.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
And we hope that we are going to have a good interview today because we are looking forward to having you in this show and knowing more about you.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, what really drove you into social media? Because I understand there is a lot that you do apart from social media. What really drove you to social media?
Yeah, before I talk about why I came to be in social media, I would want to say that just like I've told you, my name is Millie Kihiu, and I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and beyond that, I'm a teacher by profession, and by making, I've found myself a YouTuber, and that's where now I come in. I decided to join the social media platforms when I realized that I keep meeting so many people. I keep talking to many people, and sometimes I find myself in corporate interviews, I find myself in corporate talks, I find myself giving team building services, I find myself talking to people in different avenues. And I realized that sometimes some of the things that I used to do were they could help even a person who was not in that forum where I was talking or where I was giving any speech or where I was giving an encouragement. You know, okay. I felt that there are people who really I might not meet them physically, but they may benefit. I may be needed also to talk to them, and so that is why I decided that I need to be in the social media platform.
Oh, that's
Actually,
so nice.
I was in a certain meeting. I was in a certain team building session,
Okay.
and after we did all the activities and were able to let people feel yes,
Have
life
fun and
is
all that.
still
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
And they really enjoyed. Someone came to me and they asked me, now we've done all these things, and we've talked about so many things. You've really told us about so many encouraging things, and I feel like I have some people whom I would like I would be happy if they had this, but they had no chance to come to this team building session. So how else can we find you, or where else can we find you? And that's when I realized that really there's somewhere I've lost. I need to do something. So I talked with that guy, and he even encouraged me and told me that I think it can be good if you can have somewhere where we can find this content that you're giving us, like in Facebook, YouTube, or any platform, any social media platform. And I realized that is when I should start. That was when I had to start my YouTube channel. Immediately I got home and I started my YouTube channel, and here we are.
Oh, so you mean to tell us that you are doing something else when you got to realize that you had to open an account so that you can share. So in short, like, you have a heart of helping other people, and you did this so that you can be able to reach other people out there who may not be in a position to meet you physically.
Yeah. I used to do these things. Like, I used to give talks.
Okay.
I used to encourage people, just like I still do.
Okay.
I still go for motivational talks. I still hold interviews with people out there, and I also encourage people who come to my life physically. I love to put myself in people's shoes, and I care so much about what people are going through. Like some time ago, I had some few friends who are really going through hard times, and I could pray for them and encourage them. You know, I can pray for you, and maybe the prayer is not what you needed most. You needed someone even to make you have that positive attitude about the prayer that was done for you. So I used to do those things. I used to encourage people. I used to help people. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I used to help people. If they all come here, they can tell you that I love to interact with people. I'm a people lover anyway. I'm a people lover.
You're a person of people.
Yeah, I'm a person of people.
So let me ask you something. Do you think being on social media has changed your life, like professionally? Because I understand that you are professional. You yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm a professional.
So do you really think that since you joined social media, can you mention some advantages and disadvantages of being part of social media? How do you find it so far?
Okay, professionally, it might not have changed me much, but if it has changed me, it has changed me to the better.
Okay.
Because you know, when you are in the social media, you need to know what other people are doing.
Exactly.
And you know, you cannot be a jack of all trades.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we are trying to become the jacks of all trades, but sometimes you can't be a jack of all trades. You cannot know it all. There is always someone who knows better than you. And so this social media has changed me positively. Because when I joined now the YouTube family, I am able to see what people are doing out there as I try to make myself better in my line of this side hustle, the hobbies, because social media has become my hobby. So one of the advantages that social media has brought me is that I have realized that I can find, being on social media and doing things kwa YouTube, being a content creator and all those things, it makes me a better person who realizes that this can be a hobby for me.
Wow,
and the other one other thing that the social media has done, it has changed me positively, because even the approach of things, the way I approach things, the attitude that I have towards things, towards issues, towards so many things, it has really changed, because I have been exposed to many other avenues, good ones and bad ones. So I'm able to judge, why did people say this? Were they biased? Was this that just hatred? Or was this true that this is not right? I'm able to learn. I've been able to learn so many things on social media, such that it has improved me positively. And the other thing that the social media has done, it has not changed my profession, my professionalism, I mean. But I still remain that teacher, but a teacher with a wider range of doing things and understanding things. Even in class, the way I approach certain topics, certain subjects, I approach them now in a better way, because I have been exposed, I've been able to see what other people are doing out there. And I encourage even my teachers and my fellow colleagues that when we are doing these things, let us spice up, let us make learning let us make learning fun. Let us bring a lot of sweetness in the learning, because actually I deal with very young people, very young children, from ages 1 year to 7 years. So these children are tender, and they need someone who keeps them happy, who keeps them finding fun in everything they do. Learning has become fun. So social media has really brought a lot of improvement to myself, to my institution, and even to the way I do my professional work. And even the way I have set up my institution. I have an institution. By the way, I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm a manager of a school. I manage my own school at Noah's Ark Kindergarten and School. It is in Kiambu town, next to the mall, right opposite Radiant Hospital. So that is where we are. And the way I have set up that institution, the improvements that I have brought in the institution, because I want to say that it is one among the best.
Oh, that's good to hear.
You might not find any, come and visit, you'll see. You might not find any around Kiambu,
Okay.
that is better than ours.
Sure, I'll
So
take that chance.
yeah.
So-
And so what I'm saying is the improvements that I've brought in place is because of the social media, because I'm able to see what other people are doing out there.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell us that even in your career-wise, that the social media has opened up your eyes. So let me ask you another
Yeah, it
question.
has really opened
Because-
my eyes.
So let me ask you a question. What are the challenges that you face? Because you can't tell us that it's a bed of roses. So I know that somehow there's a times that you feel, ouch, I feel like, can I really just do away with this one, because it's a lot, because being all that you are, what are the challenges that you can mention so that we can see, because everything has its dark and brighter side. So what
Yeah.
are the dark moments of you being a social media person?
Well, being a social media person is not easy.
Yeah.
And though it depends on the levels.
Okay.
I'm not in that level where you talk about what. No. We are not yet there,
But you're
we are
heading
headed
there.
there.
Yeah.
But even in the beginning, we have challenges, not one, very many challenges.
Okay.
Number one challenge is the expectations.
Okay. Yeah.
We have very high expectations when we join social media. Like, you wake up in the morning, you open a social media platform, like the way I opened my YouTube channel, and you expect tomorrow, boom,
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and
Boom.
you're
My
earning.
friend,
Yeah.
it's a struggle. It's a struggle to get people to know, to get people knowing that, to know that you exist.
Tell us more
It is-
about your journey.
Yeah, it's really a tough journey. Beginning from the family, you know, like a social media person is a normal being.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
That's-
have family,
Yeah.
they have their lifestyle, they have their life. So the family members feels like, hizi ni vitu gani tena umeanza kufanya?
Umeanza
My
ku-
friend,
Yeah.
sasa unataka kukua celeb. You know, they will tell you all sorts of things. They will even laugh at you and you're like, oh my God, have I taken the right route?
So it has happened
Sometimes,
to you.
yeah, it happened to me.
And do you
like
lose
my husband
yourself
was
along
like,
the way? Did you feel that
okay, I
like if
think-
there's a situation or there's a time that you felt like you're losing yourself
No, I
along the way?
I think I'm a hard stone.
Uh-huh.
I am a hard stone.
You had to crack.
Yeah. So, when I told my husband that I wanted to be on the social media,
Okay.
and I wanted to open my YouTube channel, he was like, okay, sasa umepanga contents zote.
That was
Ama
the first
unataka
question.
uanze, then after 2 weeks you're like,
You're stranded.
vitu zimeisha. Kila kitu chenye ulikuwa nataka kusema
Yeah, 'cause
kimeisha.
it happens.
So I told him, I think I want to give it a trial. Ikishindikana ni sawa. I lose nothing. And nikiweza, I will still carry on.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, he encouraged me later. But in the beginning, it was not easy. Because he was telling me, now, you know, when you go to the social media, you know, people get there and then they start losing themselves. They lose their names.
Exactly.
They no longer understand who they were. And so I told him there is always the good side of social media and the bad side of social media. He told me, I understand it better than you do. And it is good if you're going there, go with yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go with someone else in mind. Don't go with a comparison of whoever you've seen out there in social media or in the YouTube family. You want to become like so and so, because it will be too hard on you.
Yeah.
And in fact, in the beginning, that is what I thought I would do. I had so many people online.
The role model.
Yes,
You
the
wanna
role
be
models
like-
that I wanted to call like
Yeah.
my role models. This is what I want to do. I want to do it like so and so. When I open my YouTube channel, I will start with this, I will start with that. But eventually it doesn't happen. When you come with you, the whole
real
self
you.
with you, the real
Yeah.
you don't become anyone else. So at the beginning it was very hard. Later, with time, the other challenge that I got was time. Sometimes
Yeah.
over the weekend you're very occupied. Sometimes things and issues just come and you do not have time, like to do those stuff,
Yeah.
to go for video shoots. And again, I did have someone who was like a good professional who was able to guide me in that line of the content making, the way to how to dress, how to handle it, and there were so many things that were lacking.
Yeah, and given the fact that you don't, like, you're not fully into social media, there's other things you're doing.
Yes.
It's really understandable. So let me ask, you mentioned about your husband.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, we are not getting into details.
Yes, don't. He's not part of this family.
I know, and that's why I want to congratulate you, because you're very unique, because you are in social media, but you keep your family off record. Yes. Is there a specific reason for that?
You know, when I'm preparing my content, it's not about the family business. So they don't have a role.
Yeah.
Only when it is fun time. Like if you go to my uploads that I have done in the past, you can realize that there are like 2 or 3 videos that I have done with either my baby, and only one that I have done with my husband. So I don't want to put them so much into these issues of mine, because I'll drag them, and tomorrow I'll be forcing them to do the things that I want them to do. I just want them to be themselves. My husband is just that cool guy, so he doesn't want things to do. But it's not that he's not into this. Yeah, he's into this as a profession. As a professional in that line, but not easy to content make and to make people laugh and to make people know who we are. Don't. So I've not put them in the limelight. I just want this thing to be my own, because this is my hobby. His is maybe swimming, traveling, or such things. Reading is his hobby, one of his best hobby. He can read the whole day.
But that's good.
He can read the whole weekend. We can leave him there, go enjoy ourselves, come back, he's still reading his books. But he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. His language is on point. Mine is kule chini. So I don't want him to be like, I don't want to force him to come into my hobby, because this one I do it as a hobby.
That's good.
I do this as a hobby.
And by then, that's a very good thing, because you're showing other people. There are some people who lose the interest because maybe your spouse or your friend has told you that, hey, this is not my thing, so there's no way I can join you, and you feel like, if Fulani has let go, how can I do on my own? You don't. But your case is totally different. Yes, you don't give up because of one single person. I remember one very close person of mine. I asked him, by the way, do you watch my videos? Have you been following me? And he told me, yeah, I do. Have you watched the current one? He told me, I did. Then I told him, okay, I thought that you don't do. He told me, yes, I do, but I don't do because I'm interested. I do it to give you views. And that's a very close person to me. Wow, that's and I felt like this one. And aliniambia hivyo akicheka, because okay, sisi na yeye tuko tu hivi. I understood that maybe he was making fun, but if I was a serious person in these things, I would be like, so I don't give something quality. So I don't give something that is like inapendeka. So you want to mean that what I do haifurahishi hata wale ambao they are very close to me. Let me tell you, if you look at the people who are following you, and you put a lot of trust on those that are too close to you, you'll get disappointed, because maybe that is not their line. Kuna mtu mwenye hahitaji the encouragement part of it, anataka the fun part of it. So when you put something about fun, having fun, they'll be glued there. And after that, and when you come with these serious things the serious things of life, they're like, oh, this is not my thing. So they will just watch for the sake of giving you views, but they will not like hawajaipenda. What is that one thing that people don't know about Millie? One thing. Just one. There are several things that they don't know about me, but let me just give you one, because you said one. One thing that people don't know about me is that I'm smiling. I'm ever smiling. I'm ever happy.
I'm ever smiling and happy. But behind that smile,
Okay.
there's now the behind that smile, I hide a lot. I will smile when you like umenifikisha mwisho. I will smile when things are tough. I will smile when I want to bring peace to myself, and when I have no peace at all. I smile most when I'm at my lowest. That's one thing that people don't know about me.
So
I smile most when I'm at my lowest. And when things are just good, just cool and relaxed.
Oh, that's good to hear. So you mean to tell us, and that's one problem with motivational speakers. You know, many of you guys, you have that tendency of hiding whatever the pain you're going through with a smile. And that's why we say, behind every smile, don't be so sure that that smile represents happiness. Because in your case, we can all hear from you that not all your smile represent happiness. At times you're hiding something. And I really hope you will learn the same way that you make someone smile by solving their issues. That should be a challenge to you too.
Yeah, you cannot motivate someone when you're crying. They will not get
the sense,
the real solace in their hearts. Sometimes it is very tough on you. Sometimes you're facing a crisis. Sometimes you are in pain. Sometimes you're desperately looking for a solution for something. Sometimes you have lost. You have gone through a loss that you cannot even, you cannot be able to count.
I understand.
And at the same time, someone comes. They want you to encourage them. They have gone through pain. They are going through tribulations. They are going through a crisis, a bad crisis, a big crisis. You don't motivate them with your tears on the face.
Sure.
You must put a cover. Put that smile and show them that it is well. That smile says it is well. That smile says it's gonna be well.
Yeah.
That smile says life is still beautiful. There is still something bright in the crisis you're going through. There is still something you can hang on. And when we lift our burdens to God, when we lay aside all our burdens and let God work on them, a smile will always come. I believe in a God who puts a smile on my face.
Wow, that's really good to hear. So the next question is kind of very weird, not really weird, but I just want to ask you a question. And be honest, and whatever it is, even if it's a very weird answer, just bring it on. So I want to ask you, what is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is, I love chicken.
Oh.
Chicken served with rice, served ugali, served chapati, just chicken.
Chicken.
That is the part in me.
Oh, so you're not a mukimo lady?
No. I love chicken, actually.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So anytime you want to host Millie, so be rest assured that if you do a chicken somewhere, everything will be okay, right?
Yeah. And if you come visiting, expect a chicken on the table. They will be serving of a chicken. Actually, I've done a vlog on as I prepared my favorite chicken.
Oh.
Yes, my favorite meal. That is chicken.
Wow, that's good to hear. And I'm really hoping that everyone out there listening to you, they'll search for that so that they can get to understand more about your chicken love.
Yes. Let them go there and find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last question for today. I just want you to encourage someone out there. I know you've been encouraging people on meeting schools and everywhere, but I want you to take this minute to encourage that person. Maybe these are the lowest moment they've ever been. Maybe they have lost, they feel like they don't have even hope to hang on anymore. Because maybe someone doesn't even have food, they don't have, in this current situation, I know there's a lot people are going through. I want you to take this opportunity as a mother, as a social media person, as a motivational speaker, as all that you are. I want you to take this moment and to speak to that person wherever they are. Just speak to their soul, speak to their heart, talk to them.
Yeah, I know so many people are facing challenges.
Yeah.
I can actually mention them by names, but not here.
Yeah.
This morning when I woke up, I found 2 people had sent me messages.
Mm-hmm.
One of them told me that they graduated in the year 2000.
Okay.
To date, they've never had anywhere they call a job. They have just been walking around doing those small things. They've tried even doing the mamamboga. They've tried the working in a cave. They've those odd jobs. I don't mean that the odd jobs don't pay, but they have tried all ways and means to bring something on the table. And to date, she has not found anywhere.
So sad.
And she feels like she's losing hope. She feels like she's losing, like she doesn't feel like she can hang on anymore. I also woke up this morning and one of my friends called me. She told me they are going through a tough time because the husband is very sick. The son is very sick. They've no food in the house. They've not paid their rent. And they don't see anywhere a breakthrough. They don't see any light in their life. And I know that those are just but few. That was today. Yesterday I had other encounters. The day before yesterday, and I know it's tough. I'm living in a community. I have a community that I take care of. I have my clients. I have my employees. I have my colleagues. My community is big. And people are facing challenges. People are going through tough times. But I want to encourage each person, whether we've met or not, whether they've called me or not. I want to encourage them that there is a better tomorrow. And amidst every crisis, God watches. Amidst every pain, God is there. We only need to hang on there. And God is going to give us a breakthrough. He's going to give us another day for celebration. We shall come back with testimonies. I always tell people that I'm not yet there. I don't have everything that I need. I'm not in the life that I would like to have, but I love the life that I live. I love my lifestyle very much because there was a day I used to cry. I have slept hungry, not for a day, not in 2 days, not in 3 days, but I have slept hungry severally. And I told God, I just want to hang on, not to lose hope, because I know you have a better plan for me. And sometimes tribulations and pain, they come to shape us, to mold us, to model us, to become that person that God would want us to be. I encourage people and tell them that in every dark cloud, there will always be a silver lining. Let us focus on the positive side of life. Let us focus on the brighter side of life. And let us hang on God, because He's the only one who can give us solution to our problems. I pray and I leave God to work on the rest. Through all what I've gone through, it has made me a strong person. It has increased my faith. It has made me know that nothing lasts forever. Life is still beautiful no matter what we go through. I hope I've talked to someone out there, and I hope that someone is getting encouraged, even as they continue to watch our videos of encouragement every other time when we upload them.
Okay. Thank you, guys, and I hope you had a blast, because as for me, I had the best time of my life. Interacting with Millie was the best session ever, and I'm hoping that you guys, you have gotten to understand this beautiful lady, then the person you wanted to know behind the scene, who's Millie. And I really think and hope that you're now at peace and you're ready to follow her. As we wind up this show, I'll give her a minute or a second, so that you can give them your social platform so that they can continue following, and they can refer their friends and refer a friend to follow Millie. Because let me tell you one thing with her content is that you don't live an empty-hearted. I won't say empty-handed. You don't live an empty-hearted, because you nurture the soul, not the hand. You nurture the soul. And I believe in every content that you upload, there's something that everyone will get. So you just follow her, and I'm double sure that her content will change her life the same way that it has changed not only mine but many people. So Millie, give them your social platform so that they can continue and refer their friends to your social media.
Wow. Thank you so much, Beatrice.
Okay.
And I want to say that Beatrice is one of my good friends. She has always wanted to have this moment with me.
Yeah.
But I have always dodged, and I was not yet ready for this. But today I said, now I think I'm ready. She has been following me, and she really wanted to know who I am. And because I knew that there are other people like her who wanted to know who I am, I decided to give her some moments so that we can sit together, talk together, as we also inform other people out there who might not be brave enough to come and ask who I am, and at least to let them know the other side of me, just in brief. So my social media platforms, now the main one is the YouTube, because that is where I measure most. It is Millie Kihiu Beautiful Life, where we say life is still beautiful no matter what we go through.
Yeah.
And I'm also on Facebook. My Facebook page is Millie Kihiu, and I also have another Facebook page for my institution. Our institution, or our school's Facebook page is Noah's Ark School and Kindergarten. And I'm also on Instagram. I'm building. I've not been so much into Instagram. It is at Millie Kihiu. And I believe that we'll be meeting even in other platforms that we shall venture into.
Wow, looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we are so sorry. That's all the time that we had, and I'm really hoping that you have a great time. And it was a pleasure having this moment with you.
It was a pleasure meeting you too, and having to sit with you.
Okay.
And guys, let's meet in our other videos, and may God bless you. As we have always said, it's your girl Millie, and God bless you, God keep you, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.